everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Kaepernick's 49ers. And with that, we're off to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, as that's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll send Rodgers in motion right. Now this is Dewan Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Kaepernick now to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Smith catches left side. Charles, I don't want to belittle Torrey Smith because he obviously has a lot of talent, but I don't know that San Fran has seen the production out of him the last couple of years they had hoped for.
Well, they haven't, and you know, just look at the raw numbers. What do you have, 53 catches in the last 2 years?
Total.
Has not been the deep threat that they expected in what he performed like in Baltimore. So what they've got to do is look at themselves, too. Quarterbacking, that's an issue for them. You know, the offensive line, so people have time to throw the deep ball and get some other receivers around him, take some of the pressure off, because when used properly, Torrey Smith can still be a big-time player in this league.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Curley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule here on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Mike Davis punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Smith. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 30 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And some room to work. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Complete to Quentin Patton. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it and take the ball where the play resulted. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Mostert. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their big-bodied receiver from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the wideout in motion. On 1st down, it's Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Smith now to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Smith. Caught here by Conley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Another pistol look here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. and he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here in the NFL on EA Sports. So they're operating in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. In motion right is Smith. So the D-line's going to spread out. In motion left goes Smith. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a little bit of an exhale after that one for the head coach. That looked like a mishit maybe of some sort, but he managed to get it over the bar.
I almost wonder if someone got a finger on it because it was a pretty atypical kick from a guy of his caliber.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make?
And got his man complete. And he's taken this into enemy territory across the 40. And he's so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Shift together here from the D-line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. 2nd and 10, Smith again. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it was a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come out here in the eye. Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Smith, rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Second down now after the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Kaepernick to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On second down, here's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And the back goes into motion. On 1st down, Smith. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Smith on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop. And thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
And oh, it coughed it up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Here's Smith now on second down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, getting to him.
And we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Derek Johnson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end. It's McDonald for a 49er touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A first down carry here for Charles. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Charles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The play clock's running down. They'll let Charles try and get him in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jeremy Maclin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. It's like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw, Kaepernick. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Vance McDonald, 76 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll get this one up. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.